Despite a week of glaring headlines about delays in getting vaccine doses from freezers and into arms, the lines grew even longer today, winding through parking lots and side streets. In Daytona, Florida, some senior citizens spent the night in their cars.
About every hour we'd start the car up, heat it up, and then shut it back off. It was cold. It was cold.
But like many seniors, Marvin and Janice Deering were unable to get through jammed phone lines and crashed websites.
If the average Joe like us that needs them can't get them, who is getting them?
A California hospital had to vaccinate local jail staff and nursing home residents within hours after the hospital freezer failed, putting all of its vaccine doses in jeopardy. Nationwide, 12,000 vaccination sites are up and running, an increase from 1,000 3 weeks ago. Now the Surgeon General is calling on the nation's governors to lean forward and coordinate with CVS and Walgreens in setting up mass vaccination programs.
We can send those vaccines to those pharmacies if the governors and the states tell us to. We don't need to recreate the wheel. We just need to get it rolling.
But to vaccinate hundreds of millions of people, experts say states have got to think big. Mega sites like arenas, stadiums, and massive parking lots. New York's Javits Convention Center being turned into a drive-through vaccination site, while San Antonio health officers hope to deliver 1,000 shots a day in a local mall.
What I've asked people to do is give us a week. And we'll have this whole thing sorted out. We'll have multiple mass vaccination sites.
If the pace does pick up, Dr. Anthony Fauci predicts the general public could get vaccinated within 3 months.
We hope that by the time we get to the end of March, the beginning of April, that we'll be at that point where the priority groups have already been vaccinated, and it's what I would call open season.
But first, the vaccination pace needs to pick up dramatically. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.